Guys, I just spent the last 2 full hours smiling from ear to ear of excitement because they just spent 2 hours at PAX revealing the debut of Final Fantasy Cross Magic the Gathering. Now, we already knew this was coming. They've already shown some cards, but they went all out today. They had Ben Starr on the stage, which is the voice actor for Clive, the main character of Final Fantasy 16, and a great character. I love Ben Starr as a person too. He was excellent on the panel. They brought everybody out, and they asked everyone, what is your favorite Final Fantasy? And I'm going to ask you guys the same question in the comments down below. What is your favorite Final Fantasy of all time? Let me know, and let's jump right into it. Right over here, I recommend, by the way, if you guys haven't, go watch the PAX East panel. There's a 2 hour thing. You can skip the game show part. It was kind of a low there, but it was obviously meant for the people in the crowd more than for us watching at home. But they spent time showing us cards of every single core Final Fantasy game, starting from Final Fantasy 1. They made their way through every single one of them, talking about the lore, the story of the game, and how they made the cards mechanically work based on their stories in the game. I cannot wait. Everything they showed was beautiful. I loved so much of the art from the base cards and from the showcase art. I'm so happy and so excited for this set. I really feel like they nailed it. And for all those people who were concerned about licensing, no licensing issues here like the Spider-Man stuff. We are getting every single one of these things on MTG Arena from the looks of it too. I obviously cannot show you guys the PAX East panel on this stream or on this video. I'll get a copyright strike for stealing content. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the articles that they released. Apparently there's going to be a bunch more articles, so I'll probably try and keep up with the news for the next couple days, and I'll try and upload these daily videos or every couple days, just talking more and more about everything. So today we're going to go through collecting Magic the Gathering, the 4 most important things that you need to know. Then we also have an article about the Commander deck list, which is probably going to get revealed as we go as well, so this will be a short one. And then we have the new mechanics that are going to be revealed within Final Fantasy. So we're going to go through those 3 things. I also have Twitter open because they revealed all the cards that they revealed. They also uploaded them on Twitter, so if we have time, we'll go through that as well. We'll just see how it goes. Obviously, if you guys are new, welcome to the channel. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps. Comment down below if you're excited for Final Fantasy. Are you excited for Magic? Are you excited for this mix? Is this anyone's first time getting into Final Fantasy because of Magic, or is it anyone's first time getting into Magic because of Final Fantasy? I'd love for you guys to let me know, and give the video a thumbs up. You guys probably don't know this, but for small content creators like myself, it really helps to get the video out there into the algorithm. Now, shall we get started? Collecting Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy, the 4 most important things to know. Little trailer here, not going to watch it because I'll get in trouble. Experience the characters, stories, and stunning artwork of one of gaming's most beloved franchise in Magic, which is Final Fantasy. This is going to be in the Universe Beyond release, drawing from every mainline Final Fantasy game from Final Fantasy 1 all the way to 16. The set captures everything that fans of the franchise will love. Fans got their first major look at the set at PAX East, and I'm telling you guys, I am so excited, and I can't wait. You can see where we're going with this right now, where we showcase some of the exciting cards and treatments you can find in Magic the Gathering cross Final Fantasy. You can watch the debut on the official thing, which obviously I'm literally recording this as it ends, so these are not clickable yet. Follow along with the previews from your fellow Final Fantasy and Magic fans. Curious about the goodies you can expect to find in this set? We've got the 4 most important things to know about the set right here. And if you're looking to collect, that's what I'm looking to do, your favorite Magic cards, then you've come to the right place. Final Fantasy / Magic the Gathering is an exciting release for fans of Magic and Final Fantasy. We're going to have to count how many times I say Magic and Final Fantasy in this video. The set releases on June 13th and is available for pre-order now at your local game store, unclickable, and most likely not for me because this is US and I am in Canada. Online retailers like Amazon and elsewhere Magic products are to be sold. Before we get into it, if you guys are curious, Eddie, what have you gotten so far? I was able to pre-order the 4 Commander decks base version, not the collector version, and I got a bundle. That's what I've got so far. Obviously, I wish I had way more, but as I've talked about in the last couple of videos, they have upped the prices significantly. In case you guys are curious, what are the prices in Canada right now? A collector box, so the 12 booster packs, is averaging $850 for 12 boosters in Canada. The 4 collector Commander decks in collector form is $1,299. So $1,300 for cardboard with foil on it. So unfortunately, I am not at a point in my life where I can be throwing the money around like that. So again, luckily for me, I was able to collect the Commander decks base models before the tariffs and all the increases in prices and all that. I don't know if I'm going to try and get a couple things here and there, but that's where I'm at right now. So let's keep going over here. Four most important things you need to know about collecting. The first one is the serialized card is Chocobo. It's a golden Chocobo right over here, and there's going to be 77 of them because it's based on the traveling Chocobos from Final Fantasy VII. If you guys don't know, what the heck are you guys doing? Final Fantasy VII is one of the most important games of all time. You should definitely play it, but there's a whole mechanic. There's like a mini game with racing Chocobos, and they have a bunch of different colors in them, and they brought them into this one. So the golden Chocobo and the colorful Chocobo card. So you can see right over here, we've got the golden one, which is the serialized one. I think it's a really fun way to do it. It's a pretty simple card here. There's going to be obviously the borderless Japanese version of the card here. That's the black Chocobo. But then, they don't have the other ones. I'll probably put a couple of them in the thumbnail, so watch that. But they have the other Chocobos, all the different colors. I hopefully will be able to show it to you guys on the Twitter page later as well. But yes, golden Chocobos and regular Chocobos there. The stunning artwork on borderless Final Fantasy artist cards. So they talked about this in the PAX East panel. They actually contacted 9 of the artists and got them each to pick one card, and they got to one character, and they got to draw that character's art. So like Tetsuya Nomura, who's really well known, I think he was the one who did Sephiroth, and I'm sure they'll talk about it over here. Kefka is one of the, well, not one of, he is the biggest bad guy in Final Fantasy VI and one of the biggest bad guys in Final Fantasy history. Absolutely love this card as well. Very, very cool ability. And I really like the double face cards, and we're going to talk about that in the mechanics later as well. Let me see if it says who this one was. Great pleasure that we present the borderless Final Fantasy artist cards. These 10 cards feature brand new illustration from artists who have worked on Final Fantasy titles. During the development of this release, we invited these esteemed artists to select a character of their choice from Final Fantasy series and illustrate them in their own art style as a celebration of the collaboration. So Yoshitaka Amano is one of them. Tetsuya Nomura is another one. I just don't remember which one did which. I'm like 99% sure I remember Nomura is the one who did Sephiroth, which again, when we get to the Twitter section and we go through it, we'll see it there too. The borderless Final Fantasy artist cards are available in the play boosters. Okay, that's fantastic. And the collector boosters, both in non-foil and traditional foil, with surge foil only available in collector booster. Okay, cool. So you will be able to get the artist versions even in the play boosters. So that's excellent in my opinion. So the third one is the Through the Ages set. So just like these cards over here, which again, really, really cool. The Through the Ages showcases iconic Magic cards with Final Fantasy artwork. These cards from a bonus sheet for the set featuring existing artwork from the Final Fantasy series, which highlights artists such as Amano again and Nomura again. Cards from Final Fantasy Through the Ages bonus sheets are available in non-foil in play boosters and collector boosters, and then traditional foil are only available. So again, this is like old school art that they just brought back. You're going to be able to get these ones as the Through the Ages. The artist ones are specific, and then you have the serialized, and then the last one I think are the numbered one. Yes, borderless character cards strike a pose. So this is for the main characters, and you can see here that they took the characters, and in the background, they have the number from which game they're from. So Cecil, or Cecil, depending on how you want to say it, is from Final Fantasy IV, so there's the 4 in the back. Cloud from Final Fantasy VII with the 7 in the back, and so on and so forth. So that's a really cool one as well. So the borderless character cards celebrate many fan favorite characters from the Final Fantasy series. Here, characters from the games are depicted with a background correlating to each character's first game appearance. There are borderless versions of the characters from the main set and the commander decks. You can find non-foil and traditional foil borderless cards in the play and collector boosters. Surge foil are going to be in the collector. Borderless character cards from the commander set are found in non-foil and traditional foil with the collector boosters, within the collector boosters as well. And that's it. Oh, then here's the logos again. I think we knew about this before, so let's just go over here. Oh, that's a new one. Herald's Horn. I don't think I've seen this one before. As this artifact enters, choose a creature type. Creature spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. That's pretty cool. Let's see if there's anything else here. Important dates. Card image gallery coming on May 30th, so we'll have to wait a bit longer for that. Set info. Oh, here we go. This is actually really interesting. Final Fantasy Magic is going to have 309 cards, 20 mythics, 74 rares, 111 uncommons, 80 commons, 10 lands, and 16 basic lands. That's really good. Each commander deck contains 25 new to Magic cards, and the Through the Ages has a total of 64 cards containing 17 uncommons, 32 rares, and 15 mythics. So that's actually pretty cool for people like me who are trying to collect. You are trying to get one of each. You know what the magic number is, which is 309, 25 in here, and then the 64 there. The booster fund, with stunning artwork from Final Fantasy artists and dazzling foil treatments, is filled with booster fun treatments that are sure to excite the fans. Each one is crafted to showcase the best elements of Final Fantasy franchise, and we look forward to sharing more of these cards over the coming weeks. So there's, again, serialized golden chocobo and colorful chocobo cards. There's 77 of them. Me being a newer person, I know that the last couple serialized had like 1 in 500. I know that the ring from Lord of the Ring was a 1 out of 1. Is this... I'd love for someone in the comments to let me know. Is this more on the lower end, or is this average or higher end, like having 77 serialized? Because I don't really know what the normal magic number is for serialized cards, like the average, let's say. Oh, here are the chocobos. There we go. This is what I was talking about. Serialized yep, okay, cool. Stylized version can only be found in English language collector boosters, with each copy being uniquely numbered from 1 to 77. I love that. And here are the other colorful ones. So we've got the the yellow, the pink, the blue, and the green one. Is there another one? No, and then the basic one. Love these guys. Again, it shows, and they talked about this, that they played every single Final Fantasy game, and they took every part of the games and try to put it in. They talked about Blitzball from Final Fantasy X being in here. We're going to be getting, obviously, the Chocobo Racing, the Triple Triad from Final Fantasy VIII, which I don't know if a lot of people like that game, but it's in there. It's definitely one of the least popular of the series. So again, me being a huge Final Fantasy fan first, and Magic just kind of being a newer thing for me, this is so exciting to see how they're able to pull off all this stuff. And I loved seeing the developers and the designers and all of them talk about Final Fantasy the way I talk about Final Fantasy. It really feels like this is not just a cash grab. And I mean... it's a business, so they're trying to make money as a company, but you can clearly tell that they have love for the games, because the way they talk about it and the stuff they were saying, it's stuff that fans of the games know. So the fact that they were talking about Blitzball and Triple Triad, like specifically Triple Triad is one big one that you're like, you know what you're talking about when you're mentioning that stuff. So very, very, very exciting to see what they're doing with this as a set. And if you guys are Magic fans, like straight up Magic fans, I could see maybe why this might not be super exciting. Obviously, it's Universe Beyond, so it's coming from... people already hate it naturally because it's not Magic. But man, I feel like it just fits in so well. I really feel like it's a good, like a peanut butter and chocolate mix here. So let's keep going. What else we have? You can open non-foil, traditional foil, borderless copies of Traveling Chocobo in all languages of play in Collector Booster. And there's, again, the black one we talked about earlier. We've crafted this black Traveling Chocobo card. Appearing in all languages of Collector Boosters, this card is only available in Japanese. The most exclusive and elusive version of the Traveling Chocobo is the serialized Golden Chocobo, found only in English language Collector Booster. Then the swift and spectacular black chocobo, printed only in Japanese in all language collector boosters. And then the pink, green, yellow, and blue neon ink foil chocobo. Colorful chocobos appear at the same rate in all languages. Those are the things my wife wants the most. She jumped out of the seat when she saw them. So she is extremely excited about these chocobos. I think she wants to go out of her way to get them. Non-serialized versions of the Traveling Chocobo are mechanically identical to the serialized variants. Images are digitally rendered and not actual cards. Yeah. Why is the black Chocobo printed only in Japanese? I don't care about this. I'm just going to skip this part. So if you guys are curious, go ahead and read it. Full art Final Fantasy landmark basic cards. Beautiful. Again, beautiful. Oh man, I know my Final Fantasies, but this is pushing my luck of... I wouldn't be able to name which game this specific art is from. So I'm not going to try. I'm just going to say it's gorgeous. Well, I mean, this reminds me of like a Final Fantasy 7. Oh, it says 10 right there. I'm an idiot. I was going to say 7, like when they're traveling. I don't remember the name of the area. There's a section where you travel, especially in Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, where you get the chocobos and you can go in the water. I thought that was it. But no, it says here Final Fantasy 10. This is Final Fantasy 12. 14. Okay, so I haven't played much of 14, so that's normal for me. And 6 here. And then Final Fantasy 9 for this one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Set contains 16 different basic lands, one for each main land. Oh, 16. So they have literally basic lands for each one. 3 of each basic land type and 1 waste. Nice. That's exciting. Basic lands appear in these stuff. So play booster, collector, bundles, gift bundles, commander decks are going to have the non-foil. Collector's edition commander decks are going to have the surge foil, and the starter kit are going to have non-foil. Through the ages, again, I think this is probably the one that's the least exciting because it's just old artwork just put back on. Sorry I'm losing my voice going through this. The borderless Final Fantasy artist cards. Okay, here they are. This is what I'll talk about. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous Sephiroth card. And again, if you've played the game, you know that this is basically, they talked about it in the PAX thing as well, but this is showing the evolution of Sephiroth going from his normal version to his God version, if you want to, or the one-winged angel version. Very cool there. Terra, who becomes, I think, Esper. Yeah, Esper Terra. And man, this is insane. Her level 4, she adds 2 white, 2 blue, 2 black, 2 green, 2 reds. She exiles this card, then return it to the battlefield on the face upside. God, that's insane. So you get 10 mana. Insane. And the card is a 6/6 as well. These cards are going to be insane. And I really, really like these double face cards. I'm a big fan of that. Really shows the right way of doing it with the Final Fantasy stuff. There are 10 borderless. We talked about that. 7 are going to be mythic and 3 are rare. You can find these in play and collectors. So that's exciting that play boosters are going to have those as well. Borderless wood block cards. Let's see. I feel like I've seen the Moogle Merchant before. And we've seen these ones before as well. Yeah, so nothing. Well, actually, no. The Tifa is new. The Cloud is old. Trample, landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, double her power until the end of turn. That's pretty cool. Again, if you're able to build her and just double it, oof, man, that's going to be awesome. Over 100 legendary creatures in the set. Wanted to capture the look and feel of these Final Fantasy characters. Beloved characters from Final Fantasy series are depicted with a character, with a background correlating to the, we just talked about this, so just repeating what they said earlier. The new borderless adventure cards, so land and adventure. I don't know if this is a brand new thing or a returning thing, but again, really cool to see lands with adventure cards connected to them. So big fan of that ability as well. I'm being biased because obviously you're talking about my favorite game series of all time. So, of course, I'm going to like everything they show here. So, yeah, very cool. 15 iterations of Sid, which is very cool. So, if you guys don't know, Sid is a recurring name for a character in every Final Fantasy, starting from 2 all the way up to 16. So, every game had a Sid, but the Sid is always different in personality, characters, and all that. But they always have one. So, what they did is they created a Sid card, and it looks like every single one have the exact same abilities, but just the art from every single versions, right? So this is from Final Fantasy. I can't read it. I can't see which one that is. That one's 7. This one is 16. Those are the two. I'd say the two most iconic ones are probably 16 and 7. This one's from Final Fantasy 8, I think, because I remember this weirdo. And there you go. Date cards. Oh, we haven't seen these ones before. Visit the Gold Saucer Amusement Park and take a ride on its Sky Wheel. We're capturing this moment from Final Fantasy VII on 4 different versions of the Secret Rendezvous. They didn't show this one. You and a target opponent each draw 3 cards. Oh, it's the same thing, but you just have the version where it's Cloud with Tifa, Cloud with Yuffie. Before I scroll down, it's probably Barret. Barret is one and Red is the other. Oh, fuck, Aerith, of course. Oh, man. They didn't do one with Red? Aerith makes sense. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. I was thinking Tifa and Aerith. The Yuffie's the one that's surprising me here. No red one. Surprising. Limit Break Commander decks, extended art cards. They're back. That makes a lot of sense that the extended art cards. And man, they're just as cool too. And there you go. I think that is everything. These are all just the stats on how to get them. Man, if only it was cheaper. If only these collector boxes were cheaper. That's what I got, the 4 regular packs as well. And I got a bundle as well. I don't remember if I got the basic bundle or whatever this thing is, the gift bundle. I got one of them. There you go, pre-release pack, and that's everything. Let's get to the next article here. So next thing we got are the commander deck list. This is probably a short one because they didn't reveal the cards, so I'm guessing they're gonna show it over time. Showcases your, oops, let me click over here. Showcases your favorite cards, blah, blah, blah. Explore the, okay, so I don't think they have showed it yet. So these are the 4 commander decks. We already knew this. Did they have the date of the reveal of the 100 cards? Commander decks, collector version. 1 surge foil, 1 surge foil, so the commander decks. And yeah, so the whole collector is that they're all surge foil. Okay, so what they do have here, I think, is the main and secondary commander. So Terra is the main commander for the Final Fantasy VI commander deck, and her secondary one is Celeste, I think is how you say the name. They didn't have voice acting at the time, so I never found out what's the real name. But that's the secondary commander. For the Final Fantasy VII Limit Break one, it's Cloud and Tifa, so very cool there. For the Final Fantasy X, we got Tidus, which I always called him Titus, but apparently it's Tidus, and Yuna. And then for the Final Fantasy 14, which is the MMO one, we got Ishtola and Graha. I hope I said that correctly. I barely played the MMO one. So there you go. No dates, surprisingly, on when the reveals of these are. Let me go back up here. Sorry for the scrolls. Did they say when they're being revealed? No, not yet. So I'll probably make a video every time they release a new one of these. So if you haven't, subscribe. And as soon as they release each of these sets, I'll make a video just going through all the 100 cards and just seeing how the combos and all that work as well, because I'm very excited for this set. So let's jump into the last thing, which are the new mechanics. So the actual gameplay, how are we going to play with these cards? So the first new one is the Job Select. A hero may walk many paths, and the gear those heroes carry can change their destiny. Job Select is a new triggered ability found on some equipment in this set. So you have an example here. Job Select, when this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token and attach this to it. And then it also has, gets +1 attack, +0, and is a knight in addition to its other types. During your turn, equipped creature has flying, and then it says here, Gay Bulk, I don't know how to say that, equipped 4. When an equipment with a Job Select enters, you create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token, and you attach that equipment to the newly created token. Each equipment with a Job Select works like other equipment. Its other abilities will tell you how it benefits the equipped creature, and it can be attached to the other creatures you control using its equip ability. If the equipment is no longer on the battlefield as a Job Select ability resolves, you'll still create the hero token, although you won't attach any equipment to it. So very exciting. They explained that the whole point of the Job Select is to help with the older games, so the Final Fantasy 1 and 2 and like the MMO ones, because they don't have main characters, they were able to use Job Select to bring in equipment and make it fresh, because in the original games, you wouldn't have a character like a Cloud or a Tifa, you'd have a mage, and then you would just name it whatever you want. So this is just a way for them to kind of integrate that into the game, which I thought was really cool. Then we have tiered. So this is very cool. Again, if you've played Final Fantasy, you know that like the spells have like Blizzard, Blizzara, and Blizzaga, or Fire, Fyra, and Firaga. I hope I said that correctly. So same idea. Some of the instant spells like Ice Magic, you have it where it costs a blue, a 1, and then you could choose which tier you want to do. So Blizzard, for 0, return a target creature card to its owner's hand. For 2 additional costs, you're doing Blizzara. Target creature's owner puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. And Blizzaga, which is an additional 5 in blue, target creature's owner shuffles it into their library. So very cool. I remember they demonstrated Fire, which they don't have here, but Fire, Firaga, and that one was like deal 1 damage to all creatures, deal 2 damage to all creatures, or deal 3 damage to all creatures. So to give you guys an example of how that works. Next one are Saga creatures. These are mostly for the summons. Very cool. We've seen this before. They talked about it a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now. But basically, you have now your summons like a Fenrir or Ifrit and all that, where it's a creature with an actual attack and defense, but they're only there for a set amount of turns. So in this case, Fenrir is there for 3 turns, and every turn you get the Saga activated ability, and then on top of that, you can attack with it like a regular creature. So it could either just end up dying and being removed, or if you finish the 3 turns and it goes away like every other Saga, but you get to have the ability to use it at the same time. So cool. Again, I think it's a perfect way to get summons into Magic the Gathering. So exciting. And then the last one are the double face cards. So like I said, they have a lot of these creatures creatures where they have their one side and then they transform into something else. I know this is not new, but it's a really good mechanic for Final Fantasy because of all the characters. Like if you haven't played Final Fantasy 16, small spoiler, where all of the characters in that game are what we call they're not summons, dominants. So the human version have a summon attached to them, right? So the main character Clive can become Ifrit, Jill can become Shiva. So they have that where you have their base version, which is their human side, and then if you trigger a certain thing, they can transform into their summon, which is their Ifrit, their Shivas, their Titan, and all that stuff too. So again, a really cool mechanic that they added there. Adventures are not new, but they are back in this one. I think the new thing is that they added adventures to lands. So that's exciting. Land cycling, I for sure don't think it's new. Seen on cards with basic land types such as plane cycling, islands. Yeah, definitely not new here. And that's it. So those are all the big mechanics here. Oof, I've been going for 25 minutes. I did want to go through a lot of the cards that they showed, but I don't want this video to be 4 hours long or as long as the video is. So I'm going to end the video here. I do recommend, if you have the chance, go watch go look at the gallery of all the cards that got revealed. I have to tell you that from Final Fantasy 7 onwards, so 7 all the way to 16, I was in awe because those are definitely the ones that I played the most. 1 through 5, I didn't play as much. I played them late in my life and I didn't have the nostalgia for it. 6 is one of my favorites, obviously, but the art, I just really like the art on that one. But I think 7 onwards is really where I was like, wow, like I love the mechanics, I love the characters. There's one card I definitely want to show you guys, but it's gonna take me a while to find it. Absolute Virtue, I think it's called. I wrote it down on my phone. Give me 1 second here. There is why is my phone not turning on? What happened to my phone? My phone is dead. Okay, anyways, there's a card that has this insane ability. I don't remember what it is, but it was called Absolute Virtue. And it seems, if you go look it up, something where it's like your opponents can't deal damage to you as long as this card is on the field. And it's like a 9/9 creature. Insane. I'm telling you guys, there's going to be a lot of really fun stuff with Final Fantasy here. I'm definitely going to be back talking about the commanders and other stuff. I might make another video just going through the actual cards. Maybe tomorrow, if there's no commander decks, maybe tomorrow I'll make a video just talking about the cards because I didn't get to talk about them here. But yes, so excited. The art is beautiful. I really feel like they're doing a good job. My biggest concern, I've been very positive. If I'm going to say one concern, for new players going from Final Fantasy to Magic the Gathering because of the set, I do feel like this isn't the most beginner-friendly set. Now, to be fair, they did talk about that in the PAX convention where they said a lot of people who play Final Fantasy are probably already able to pick up mechanics because they play like some pretty hardcore RPG games, so they might be able to pick up Magic the Gathering fairly quickly. But looking at the abilities of these cards, these aren't simple cards. It's not like, oh, you get +2 power, or like even the commander decks, like playing with the moving counters and proliferate and everything else that they have in the commander decks don't seem beginner friendly. So I'm a little curious as to how the Final Fantasy transition for people trying to get into, because Magic is a complex game. So I am a little bit worried on that side. And on the other side, they are hoping to get Final Fantasy players to jump to Magic with this set. It would work if the set was available. Fucking, it's sold out everywhere. It's obviously people buying to be able to resell. Every single person that I know who's like, oh, cool, Final Fantasy set coming out, I want to get into Magic, I got to tell them, too bad, it's sold out. It's not even the price. Like, the price is a problem, of course, but even if they had it in stock somewhere, even if they were okay with the prices, it's sold out everywhere. So there is 3 major problems. Really high premium costs for this to jump in for new players. It's sold out everywhere, so a lot of scalpers are getting on it, and it doesn't seem the most beginner friendly. Now, you take away those 3 things, I think it's very exciting. I'm really curious to see how this is gonna shape up, and we're only 4 weeks away now. So yeah, anyways, I've been ranting. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.